Good evening, Sebastien. Thanks very much for being with us. And President Trump said earlier this year he would, quote, do everything he can to get your father out. Do you believe that he can and will help?
We're so tremendously grateful that the president has said that and has taken such a keen interest on my father's case. Look, since being elected, the president has freed so many people around the world, to the point where some people call him, the liberator in chief. So, I think that there isn't a better person to be able to advocate on behalf of my father for his freedom. And as you know, as you saw from the pictures, my father is not an elderly man. Since the pictures that we just saw, he spent 5 years, almost 5 years, in solitary confinement in maximum security cell. So he from my understanding, he's much gaunter, and this is about saving him. This is about saving his life as much as it is about freeing him.
Have you been able to be in touch with your father? And if so, how is he?
So unfortunately, because I speak out on his behalf, I haven't been able to go back to Hong Kong. So what I hear is what people say, when they see him in the courtroom. He's gaunt. He's visibly gaunt. I mean, this is a 77-year-old, 78-year-old in a few weeks. Being kept in a tiny little cell, with no natural light, and having 1,760 days of solitary confinement. When 15 days of solitary confinement is considered prolonged solitary confinement, it's torture. He's got diabetes, he's got heart issues, even though this is a man who knows he did the right thing. His spirit is strong, his mind is strong, but his body's breaking down. It's painful to watch. It's torturous.
The danger, of course, is it gets lost in the many issues that confront the two sides: tariffs, trade, Taiwan, Ukraine, and so forth. Do you worry that they won't get round to discussing your father?
I think all I could do is pray that it is discussed, and I think that the president, having mentioned my father's case so many times, is something that we're so tremendously grateful for. He doesn't have to mention my father's case. The fact that he has done it gives us so much hope, and this is something that China and Hong Kong can very easily do. It would take Hong Kong 2 hours to put him on a plane and send him back to the UK, where he's a British citizen, or to the US, or to wherever. I mean, this is a very easy thing for them to do. Never mind that it's the humane thing as well. There are many countries that want my father out. The United States, but the United Kingdom as well, Australia, Canada, the European Union, the EAS. Even the UN issued a very strong statement, a completely objective body, saying that my father's, should never have spent a day in prison. And Italy recently joined the call as well. So it's an international call, and it's just at this point, keeping him there is cruelty.
I mean, he's the most high-profile figure charged under these laws that were imposed since the handover, of course, from Britain. Is the British government, in your view, doing enough?
I'd obviously like our own government to do more on my father's case. We talk about a normalization of relationships. My father's release should be a precondition to that. I mean, how can we normalize our citizen getting arrested, being treated in this horrible way with Hong Kong, and arrested for standing up for democracy, as was promised under the Joint Declaration, for campaigning, giving everything that he has for these freedoms, for these beliefs that underpin this nation, and when push came to shove, he decided to stay and defend his journalists. I mean, this is heroic. I mean, we should be proud of this man, and we should do more to see him released.
So what you're saying is that this issue, your father's issue, your father's freedom, should be a part of any future trade deal, or part of a future political understanding, if there is one, because at the moment, with all this spying stuff and so forth, it doesn't look as if relations are particularly good between the UK and China.
Yeah, I mean, look, again, this is a very easy thing for Hong Kong and China to do. Administratively, is putting him on a plane, sending him here. And the thing is, he's been in there for 5 years. He's going to die. Unfortunately, I don't know how much time he has left. All the evidence has been presented. His trial started, at the end of 2023. It still hasn't finished yet. And there's no upside for Hong Kong and China to keep him there. I mean, in fact, if he dies, it's destructive to Hong Kong's reputation as a financial centre, as a place that has the rule of law, that has all these freedoms that they say they do. But in persecuting and prosecuting my father, it's the proof that they no longer have that. I mean, the best way forward would be for them to release my father. The best way forward for them, I mean, obviously for us, it's the case as well.
OK, Sebastien, I appreciate your time. And just in 10 seconds, if he doesn't get out now, you think he could die in prison?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
If he doesn't get out now, you think he could die in prison?
Yes. I mean, at his age,
OK.
given that he has diabetes and heart issues, it's a very real possibility, unfortunately.